It is 12:42 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Do you know where your kids are? Anyhow, it's it's a late night edition of the Dub Show. And as you can see, both of us have our colors on today because it is indeed victory, 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 victory Monday. And as you can see, brother is busting out the Seabass jersey for good old times' sake.
Well, because it's a rarity that both of my football teams, NFL and college.
Hey, that is 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row.
So why not bust out the Florida State legend kicker who became a Raider legend kicker who should be in the Hall of Fame? By the way, if Ray Guy can get in the Hall of Fame, Shane Leckler should get.
Speaking of which, speaking of Shane Leckler, how the hell was he not even considered a finalist for the damn Hall of Fame? But
that's
like I said,
different show. So I can talk about that all day.
We just really might have to do a show on this. Like seriously. Anyhow, but yes. By the way, welcome to the late night edition.
Hello.
Of the Mizzle Dub Show. He is Mizzle. I'm Dub. First and foremost, we hope that you and your family and your loved ones, however you spend the holiday with, we hope you had a tremendous, fantastic Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, both of us had to go make money and go get paid. We had to work.
Oh, they pay me very well.
Although he got the nice, wonderful holiday pay, and that's the benefits of working in a union.
Well, that too. Being a 40-hour employee, I didn't sign up to work Thanksgiving. They mandated me. So since they mandated me, I get the holiday pay and the time and a half pay for showing up. Oh,
pay the man.
I think they mandated me for Christmas. I'm getting that money.
Pay the man.
In here.
And speaking of pay the man, we will get to pay the man in just a second because
yes, we will.
There's a certain someone that needs to pay that man. But anyhow, first things first, let me get this out the way. Because they exceeded his expectations, because he only said they only win 4 games, maybe a 5th, but maybe something was in the air. The first game they played against LSU, who it will not be an easy task for my Georgia Bulldogs this upcoming Saturday, but the way they beat LSU on 2 special teams blunders by LSU, maybe something might have been in the air in Tallahassee, Florida.
Oh, yes.
With that said, well, first off, my brother's season was already made because they beat Miami.
That was it. That was the championship game for me.
Not necessarily they beat Miami. They gave Miami, as I like to say, molestation in 45-3 in their house in Hard Rock Stadium, in the house that Marino built. Then turn around to officially become the state college football champions in the state of Florida, as they now have the belt, in a very entertaining game against the Florida Gators. The Seminoles found a way to gun, and Mr. Travis would not be denied whatsoever.
Man need to know how to lead with the ball. He should have had multiple touchdowns, but one of them, the ball and his knee hit the white line, which to me, that's NFL. But here or there, they still won. They got the touchdown. We're the Florida State champs. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that. And so yeah, it's. But can we talk about today though? I want to get to today. Thank you for the love with my nose. I'll take that all day, especially when we're winning. You know me. I like to eat my crow. Prove me wrong.
Well,
but
9-3. That's pretty good.
That's shutting me the fuck up. That's not making me eat crow. That's making me shut the fuck up. That's good. Norvell, good job with the boys. But hell of a sports day, not just a week. Warriors handle business. And everybody in the starting five put in work today.
Yes.
And the media, please continue to hate on Clay. Just please continue to hate on Clay. But see, here's the thing. We talked about this. I think we did this last year when the media got to talking about Clay. Us Warrior fans ain't worried about Clay. We know it's going to take Clay one game. And when Clay has that one game, but what do we always say? I'm never worried about Clay's offense as long as Wardell, as
the
you
defense,
call him, or yes. I call him the Human Torch, is handling business. If Clay is out there shutting down your 1 and 2, I don't care about his offense.
But it's not just that. It has been the play of the Canadian that wears number 22 by the name of Andrew Wiggins.
So wait, did he just pick up where he left off last year? And the money didn't change him because the boy still, he was getting paid last year though. He was getting paid last year. So don't give me that.
But the thing is, he's comfortable because this team embraced him
and they trust him. That's the thing; they trust him. That's one thing he didn't have that in Minnesota.
No, there was a lot of pressure on him in Minnesota.
Here's the thing: when you have a guy by the name of Wardell Stephen Curry, who makes things comfortable for you. Matter of fact, he babied the fuck out of KD, and his bitch ass cried his way out of Oakland. So you can come to Golden State and you can win and you can play your game because there's no egos in that locker room. The only biggest ego I think in that locker room is Draymond Green, and he can get checked. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go ahead and say this: Warriors, Spurs, Steelers, best ran organizations in sports today.
Like I said, talk to me at the 41 game mark, and if they're still playing that crap, then I'll say something. And by the way, and just hear me very carefully, America, that's 8 wins in their last 11 games with the Golden State Warriors.
Quietly, right? Quietly? It's
quietly.
It's quiet. But, so the Warriors, talk about, then my Philadelphia 76ers just go out there to Orlando and do what they're supposed to do to Orlando Magic team that ain't. But Orlando will be good. Do not sleep with Magic.
Give them 2 years.
Right now.
Give them 2 years. Give them 2 years.
They're going to be good.
Give them 2 years.
Okay.
Give them 2 years. If they keep that team together, give them 2 years.
Yes. So now we have my Sixers. Then we go up north, where yours truly. Before I get started, you're welcome. All you fucking faithfuls, you're welcome. Something y'all couldn't do was help out the nation, but we know how to scratch each other's backs around here. So you're welcome. I don't need a postcard. I don't need nothing in the mail, nothing like that. You just go ahead and thank Josh motherfucking Jacobs. There you go. You're welcome. So here we go. Now, the game didn't start off how I wanted to. I already told you how it was going to be. I told you I was at work, but we're doing the show tonight. So this is what you're going to get. If you don't like it, move on to the next show. Oh, there's not a new show after this one. This is the brand new one. So here we go. So
he's soaking it all in, folks, because that's 2 in a row. And not only that, you go to 2 very hostile environments, 2 of the loudest places in the NFL.
Come on now.
And you go, and twice you go to the 5th quarter, and twice you go. Now, something has to
be said. You're welcome, faithful. You're welcome.
Now, something has to be said. Now, as we know, Raider Nation travels very, very well all over the whole entire
Did you
NFL.
hear it? Did you hear it? Did
Okay,
you hear it?
I just have to say something. Okay, now we know the 12s in
They're
Seattle,
loud.
Washington, be it the King, being the Kingdom, or be it CenturyLink / Lumen Field.
And whatever this piece of crap name they got now.
It's loud as it can get. It is notorious for false starts,
Oh, yes.
as we know.
Oh, yes. Look, your
Okay,
team there
now,
got trampled.
yes. Well, that was Colin Kaepernick, but that's here nor there.
He was still part of your team.
I understand. I understand. And which is why he was 1-6 lifetime against the fucking Seahawks.
Turkey
Hello.
logo.
Anyhow, now again, back to again that too. And so back to what I said originally. Raider Nation travels very well. The 12th gets very loud. Okay. I promise you, when Josh Jacobs went straight up the gut
All you
for
heard
86 yards,
was Raider Nation.
all you heard was Raider Nation. You look at the cameras, the 12s are silent, and you would have thought Raider Nation is playing at home with the way they got loud on the walk-off by Josh Jacobs.
Oh, and we were loud
Only
and
thing
different too. We were loud and different too. Don't when Devontae Adams caught that ball, we were loud and different too. Don't get it twisted. You can hate on my organization all you want to. We sell our merchandise. We travel well. We're the most loyalist fucking fans I will ever know, next to the Bills. That Bills Mafia is something different. They travel just as well as the Raider Nation.
and they take tables.
Oh, yes, Devon.
They go to Home Depot, they go to Lowe's or whatever Harbor Freight store is in the
I
city.
bet you they got their own account. When somebody walk up in there, oh, there's Bill. He's coming to buy the whole press of the tables. It's table week.
He's here to buy all the plunder. All the plunder.
Yeah, just go ahead and give it to him. But back to what we were saying, so we don't get too much off script. Yes, even when we lose that 0-10 year where nephew was born, where we're 0-10.
Yes.
That team
in the rain. In the rain.
Those fans, I was there. We were loud like we were freaking 10-0. This is how loyal we are to this organization. And to continue to get treated like crap, we love it. But anyway, let's go ahead and break down this game real quick so we can move on.
Okay. Now, granted, it did not start well. First play of the game, Quandre Diggs picks it off.
What did I text you? I said, here we fucking
hold on.
Are you gonna give him the quote unquote?
And I quote, perfect way to start the game. Quote unquote. Yeah, perfect way to start the game. And then all of a sudden, okay. And I feel like I'm always defending him, but here I go defending him again. Raider Nation. Appreciate number 4, please.
I would have put his.
The man took a hit.
I would have put his jersey on for the show, but I gotta put it in the cleaners because the last time I won it, DC went bananas, and I got it all. It's a white jersey. It's my only white Raider jersey, so I gotta put it in the cleaners. But please embrace my as I do my Terrell Owens. It's my quarterback. It's my quarterback.
It always feels like I'm defending him. Owusu came and just laid a tremendous hit on him. And it did not look good. I said, it's not good.
And I said, certain Raider fans want this. So if you want back up and see what the future is like without Carr, we saw what the future was like without Carr in 2016. It wasn't pretty.
No.
We lost in Denver, and then we had to go travel to Houston. And I don't want to talk about what happened in Houston. But please, I love a Niner fan defending my quarterback. Go ahead, brother.
Well, first off, he's a Bulldog, So Bulldog born, Bulldog bred.
Oh, yeah,
Anyhow,
and I got the Raider Christmas pants on too. You know what I'm
but
saying?
but again, man took a tremendous hit. Comes out for one play,
And he's hurt.
one
He's
one
still
play. Comes back in and throws an absolute dime to Amir Abdullah for the touchdown. Which
and that was a
Amir
bullshit
Abdullah,
10-yard penalty with the ninja kick that he did. Get
which,
your
by
ass
the way,
out the way, Diggs.
because he got mad because he got burnt on the coverage. But that's here nor there. But anyhow, Amir Abdullah, he had himself a hell of a game today. Return game, run game, pass game.
How do I feel about
man
him?
was
How do I feel
man
about
was
him?
loved him since he was a Cornhusker. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
I've been
Even
a
he was-
Abdullah fan for a long time, even when he was a Lion.
Yes. And I thought they underutilized him in Detroit.
They wasted his talent for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But he had a fantastic, solid game. But
Yeah.
but again, I'm just saying.
And I had him on the bench.
Go figure. But I'm just saying. The man is committed to this organization. Has been committed since day one. He has done every possible thing he can try to do to try to turn around this culture and make this organization a winner again. He has said all along, I don't want to go nowhere else. I want to be a Raider for life. I love this team. I love this organization. I love these colors. I love these fans. Okay. Yes, he has a losing record as a quarterback. All of it is not his fault. Again, same thing with Alex Smith. When you keep changing coaches, when you keep changing offensive coordinators, and you have to keep learning a new playbook, what do you think is going to happen?
Bro, the Raiders ain't had a top 10 defense since Chuck Bresnahan. How long ago was that?
20 years ago.
Thank you. And how long has Derek Carr been a Raider?
This is the 9th year.
So they had defensive problems before DC got there. Like you said, it ain't all him. Yes.
Yeah.
What quarterback does not have bonehead plays? What quarterback does name a quarterback that has not thrown an interception the whole year? The man has only had 5 interceptions into the 2 he threw yesterday. So he had a ratio is 15 touchdowns to 5 picks. So you do that. He threw 2, but he threw three touchdowns.
So that's 18-7.
I mean, the Raiders don't turn the ball over. That's the one thing. He had those 3 in San Diego, the 2 yesterday, and I'm missing a few more. I can't think of the other ones. I'm having a blank because I don't want to think about my quarterback throwing picks. You know how I felt about throwing picks when I played football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of cuss words.
That I do. But I mean, it's just the fact that the man just, like I said, I play for him. I play for him right now.
I would. I mean, there was one thing that I would ask him if I'm his wide receiver. If there was one thing that I could ask Derek Carr not to do, do not throw me a balloon ball, bro. Put that shit to the back of the end zone. Let me utilize my speed to run under it. Do not let me wait for it. Throw it. I would rather you try to overthrow me a little bit. But there's no way in hell that I have to wait for it if I'm already past the corner and the safety. Bro, put that out there. I mean, sometimes it does cause for him to throw that little whatever he does, that when he puts out what I would call too much touch. But the pass he threw to Foster Monroe for a touchdown.
Perfect spot. Perfect spot to where only he could get it, but the job.
See, here's the thing: what certain fans have been saying about DC, which is true, his accuracy has regressed a little bit. Those are passes he makes that in his sleep, bro. I get it now. It's McDaniels' offense. I mean, it took him 3 years to get Gruden's offense. Let's be real. It took him 3 years to really, really, really master Gruden's offense.
But here's the thing. Each year that he was in Gruden's offense, his stats went up. They trended upward. So
each year his interception ratio went
down. Okay.
And his passer rating
went up. So give him next year in this offense, another full-fledged off season.
What did I say, bro? It's on video.
I know. You've said it multiple times. Through year 3, you're expecting results.
I know. Not results. I expect them to be in the Super Bowl year 3. You're giving me flashes, and you're making me feel what I'm saying true. In week 1, you even with Derek Carr's interceptions in week 1, you showed me what this offense can do, and yet we're still doing this without 2 pieces.
Correct.
We only played 48 snaps together. Imagine a full season. Josh Jacobs will damn near run for 2,000 yards if everything clicks right.
Which, with today's performance, he should be number 2 behind Derrick Henry in rushing yards.
Oh, he's number 1. He's number 1. Look it up. He is the leading rusher in the NFL right now, bro. Look it up.
And just think if they would establish him the first 3 weeks of the season. If they didn't wait till the Broncos game,
I'm not worried. I'm not like certain your fan base. I don't worry about what happened in the past. I'm worried about what my man is doing right now. And you know what I'm talking about when I just said that.
I'm just talking about what more yards he would have had. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. If they would have,
but hell, here's the thing. I told you that none of the starters got any work in the preseason, which I believe they should have, because if you're learning the offense, you should. But JJ, right? Exactly. That's why you see the labor. That's for you now. What you just said is going where I lead it. Just imagine if they got a little bit of work. Not let them play like play. Give them a series or two.
You
know what I'm saying? Get the feel of it, because if your playbook is so challenging and
complex. Exactly. Yes.
You put it on that's what preseason is for.
Correct.
Don't take this into the regular season and us Raider fans were okay. This is fucking preseason. That's what I told you. I get it. This is week 4, week 5. We should be good, because they gave us so much of a glimpse in week 1. They had a chance to win that game. If both sides of the just makes one play.
Well, again, you like I've been saying all year with this team, the only time they flat out got their ass kicked was against the Saints.
Yep.
Because they didn't score. They lost 24-0.
Yep.
Every single one of their losses has been 5 points or less. One score losses. Okay? So, it's not like they're getting blown out. It's not like they're scoring. It's a play here, a play there, a stop here, a stop there.
I don't like to use an excuse, and I will never, ever, ever, ever blame the stripes or the zebras, but the Kansas City game, those refs were horrible on both sides. I believe if there was a better crew, the Raiders win that game. I believe it. I do believe it. Even that they probably would have got that call right on Derek Carr, because that damn sure wasn't warrant for a 15-yard penalty. I believe they would have got that right. A certain crew The catch with Devontae Adams, you clearly saw the ball did not move in that left hand. He moved his hand to the ball to extra security, and it moved.
And just for the record, I really hate the Calvin Johnson rule. That rule can really suck it.
Well, hell, we can even go as Dez Bryant.
Because of the damn Calvin Johnson rule.
Here or there. But
to which, by the way, if it was said Dez with the catch, the Cowboys possibly come to the Super Bowl that year because
I agree.
Because they were the only team. They were the only team that could have possibly gone into Seattle and scored and win that game against that defense.
But let's get to pay the man because we gotta move on the show. I can sit here and talk about my organization all day, but we still got to get to the rest of what happened. God damn it, that's the second pick. I'm watching the replay because I was at work and missed a lot of the game. Excuse me.
I'll just say this. We'll get back to JJ in a second. Finally, they ran the Georgia Bulldog, but they ran him on the right plays, not this crappy crap they've been having him run all season long. Utilize that man's speed and utilize him some more because that's only going to complement and help number 28 even more.
And what's his nickname? Zeus. The boy can play good football. And, I didn't see him at Georgia. I know what he can do. Put him in the right, like you said, put him in the right situation.
Just use him.
And did you just use him? Did you see how quick he shot through the
Yes.
Oh, he's that one cut. He got that.
You can go back to the archives on our YouTube page. Search Mizzle and Dub Show on YouTube, by the way. I have said more than once, this man is the home run hitter that JJ is not. And I love JJ. I love everything about JJ from the story to the way he plays to how hard he runs.
JJ has some speed, but we'll get there. But yeah, please continue.
He was running with bounce, but okay, I'll just say this. On the 86-yard walk-off, if that was Zeus would have got to the end zone quicker.
Easy.
Just saying.
A lot faster. A lot faster.
But okay, now, with that said, you, my good sir, have the honor and privilege of seeing a record being broken in regards to your team with a single season game rushing record. You were there in week 8 of 1997 at the Oakland Alameda Coliseum against the Denver Broncos when you saw one Napoleon Kaufman.
The ticket is still down at the P's house.
When he ran for 227 yards.
All over Denver. Wait any further. The same way that they were running JJ today was the same way Napoleon Knapp got his. All in the seams, a little couple of toss sweeps, but all in between the tackles. You know what that means to me? Front line was doing their job. And JJ gonna take his off. You already know. I sent you the video the last time he got off. He taking that O-line out to dinner. My bad. Go ahead.
Well, there's plenty of good steakhouses in Vegas, let me just tell you. But anyhow, you were there. You were there live. Breaking Bo Jackson's record of 221. Bo Jackson set that record in Seattle, Washington. The Seahawks in the Kingdom. Hello, Brian Bosworth. How are you doing? Going through the tunnel. And I guarantee you, if there was a tunnel, Josh Jacobs would run through that tunnel. I'm just saying. Josh Jacobs today set the Raider single game rushing record. Now, granted, yes, it took 5 quarters to do it, but still, man ran the ball 29 times. Or, I'm sorry, 33 times. Let me get it right. 33 times.
Yeah.
229 yards. I'm going to say this again. 33 carries. 229 yards. 2 rushing touchdowns.
And wait, before you continue on that, The first one, did you see the stiff arm he gave that D tackle?
Yeah. Yes. Get out of my way. I'm hungry.
Hey,
Oh,
what is
and
up
not
with
to mention,
what's up with them Alabama running backs, man, with them stiff arms? Because Sean
it-
Alexander had a nice one too, and he all he did was
yes,
just
he
run
did.
down the field with Seattle coming from Alabama.
Yes. And oh, by the way, he averaged 6.9 yards a carry today.
Oh, but wait, how many?
Say it again.
Wait, how many catches and how many yards? Give him the total.
I was getting to that. I was getting to that.
My bad.
My bad. You're rushing me. Hold on.
My bad.
In addition to that, 6 catches
Mm-hmm.
for 74 yards,
Mm.
averaging 12 yards a catch.
Mm.
So you put that all together. If we're just going just yards from scrimmage, JJ himself, we're just going off scrimmage and touches. The man touched the ball.
Is that over 40 touches?
It'll show up here any minute.
That's if you're doing the
That
math.
is 40 touches.
Then he ran it 33 times.
40 touches.
Caught it 6.
Ran it 33 times. Caught 7 balls.
7 balls. That's 42, 41.
You 41 touches. 41 touches. So you touch the ball 41 times.
303 yards.
303 yards of that offense belonged to number 28.
And wait, and they did it. He had more scrimmage yards than most teams had total today. I mean yesterday, excuse me.
Correct.
Brother, somebody said on Twitter they should have extended him while he was walking in the hallway through the tunnel. They said he should have got an extension walking through the tunnel. And I was like,
if I am Dave Ziegler,
what else do we got to prove, bro?
Coming in the locker room.
What else?
I would be like this. Sign right now. Sign.
Sign. And I was I was listening to okay. Shout out to Sirius XM Radio. And we're gonna move on, I promise you. But they were doing a piece on this game. And he was just saying, like, what else does Josh Jacobs have to prove to get the contract extension? It was Donald Penn. But yeah. And they say they win when he gets the ball.
Well, okay. 3 different times this year, Josh Jacobs has set his own career high in rushing yards in a game. 3 different times
back-to-back weeks.
He's done that.
Back-to-back weeks.
Okay. Now, he just broke the single game rushing record in history, surpassing Napoleon Kaufman, who surpassed Bo Jackson. Okay. Now,
so what else?
If you want to know how bad Napoleon Kaufman was, just watch the film because man was fast. But anyhow,
Washington's finest.
I've been saying this ad nauseum all year long. Dave Ziegler, Mark Davis, you would be a damn fool to let that man walk and test the market because somebody will snatch him up.
Fast.
Okay. This team loves that man. And he loves being a Raider. Okay. If you didn't see the press game locker room speech, watch the press game locker room speech. Okay. And we said this even before the production show. What Derek Carr did, press conference against the Colts, where he basically came up and said, I'm pissed off. I promise you, that has ignited this team the last 2 weeks, and it has shown. Because, again, as I said on the last show, if you have your 2 alpha males, if you have number 4 and number 17 backing the head coach, if those 2 are on board, Everybody else in the locker room better saddle up and hop on.
Yep.
Because if 4-17 says, look, get on board, support him, get with him. We're training. It's going to work. If they're on board, the rest of that 46-man roster out of 53, or the rest of the 51-man roster, okay. If 4-17 say it's cool, okay, go right it. And you can see the joy that the locker room had when McDaniels was given his speech. Yes, it's a work in progress. Yes, he's trying to figure it out. But I mean, it's not like the Raiders have not been able to score this year, because they have. It's not like they've been able not to move the ball up and down the field. They have. Could it be better? Of course. We all think that it could be better.
No team's perfect.
But the fact is, they've won 2 in a row. They've done it in dramatic fashion the last 2 weeks. You go to 2 hostile environments in overtime, and you walk it off, and you shut up the opposing crowd's fan base.
Mm-hmm.
And all you hear is Raider Nation going ballistic and doing their unison chant, which I've heard it live. It's quite an experience, let me tell you. But
just think
again,
the Warriors chant and then throw Raiders and then magnify it. It's brother.
I'll say
this real quick. Let's reminisce real quick. Because you were the good luck charm. I believe every time that you stepped up in the Coliseum, we damn near got a W. And so I remember
with the exception of one game.
Yes. But I remember we were walking down Bart, walking to Bart, and they got to doing the chant. And I believe that's when you found out what this fan base was all about. Was that chant right there? It's
I remember well, because it was 2011, the home opener, which unfortunately would be the Mavericks' last home opener against the Jets.
Yep. Oh, that
McFadden ran crazy that day.
Yep.
Yes, that was the McFadden game where he just went absolutely nuts. But I mean, just again, the love affair between Raider Nation and its team, like I said, it now transcends into 3 cities. Now, granted, it will never have the love like the city of Oakland will give it, because, again, like I said,
never.
It was born in Oakland. It was bred in Oakland. It was raised in Oakland. So there really is a true love affair with the city of Oakland and that team, and that forever will be, no matter how many times the Raiders have broke Oakland's heart, which has been twice now. With that said, it really is a love affair. And like I said, unfortunately, I wish they could have built the Owl on the site where the Coliseum sits. Like I said, I've always wanted them to stay in the Bay Area, because, again, you always want to stay in your roots, because Oakland is their roots. Like I said, we love the Warriors. They weren't born in Oakland.
We get it.
Love the A's. They weren't born in Oakland.
Philadelphia.
The Raiders' identity started in Oakland, California. It really started when Al Davis got there in 1963 to mold that franchise into his image, and it became what it became. And for the longest time, it was a moniker, but for the longest time, they delivered, because they really were one of the winningest franchises in sports. That's what Al prided himself on, was winning, and winning at every cost. We've talked about the Raiders' rules ad nauseam. However, with that said, we always talk about the NFL is better when certain teams are winning. Well, the NFL really is a lot better when the Raiders are relevant. And I'm not saying that to blow smoke up Raider Nation's ass. I'm telling the truth. The NFL is a lot more interesting when you have the old guard like the Giants, the Commanders, the Steelers, the Raiders, the Bears, the Packers. It makes the league better as a whole when they are relevant. It does.
Yeah.
I'm just perspective from a money making perspective. You have those certain you have those certain AFL teams. You have those certain old guard NFL teams when they're relevant. It makes the league better as a whole. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. Okay, so
this is true.
Real quick, and I think they could beat the Chargers this week, and that was
I was gonna get
that was and that was a and that was the game that me and my brother had hearts set on going to attend together, but it just didn't work out that way. But we definitely will be watching. But you know, I love Justin Herbert. He's a tremendous talent. He is.
Yeah.
But I just think this time they might get him. Anyhow,
my pick
going through the scores.
Right Raiders. My pick.
So going through the games, and first off, and I said this on Thanksgiving night. Since the NFL went to the 3-game format in 2006, I can really honestly say the 3-game competitive.
Yeah, it was good.
Normally,
it was actually good.
You get one good game and 2 blowouts, but it didn't happen. But again, the Lions played tough, but it was just too much Bills at the end. Bills get the win late, 28-25. They're still looking up to the Dolphins, but Bills get the win. Cowboys started off shaky, but then they got it right. They beat the Giants 28-20. And there was a lot of Prince being played in the Twin Cities.
Wasn't it?
As the Vikings bounce back. Yeah, there was a lot of Let's Go Crazy being played in the but I really thought the Patriots and Vikings was probably the best game out of the 3.
Yeah.
Jefferson really is. This young man is just a tremendous force. Kirk Cousins bounce back. Vikings go to 9-2. They keep pace with the 2 seed. I mean, Cousins was very efficient. 30 of 37, 299, 3 touchdowns, 1 reception. JJ had 9 for a $139, a touchdown. But I really say I think the game changed on that kickoff return by the Vikings for a touchdown. Yeah, he is very, very special. I know how much you always like to stick it to Brady. Well, it's a stat that really makes you go, wow, and makes people really that can't stand Brady even more so. But Tom Brady, coming into today, his record was 218-0 when coming into the fourth quarter, leading by 7.
200.
Yeah. The Buccaneers 218-0 when leading by 7 going into the fourth quarter. And the Cleveland Browns said, fuck all that.
My beard.
And found a way to go to overtime to get the win as the Browns beat the Bucs 23-17 in the dog pound. Brissett beats the student.
Yep.
And that Georgia Bulldog, Nick Chubb, give me some points, young man. 26 carries for a $116.
You're not shocked with what he does. You're not really shocked at what you see.
No.
He's been doing it consistently.
And the funny thing about that is Sony Michel became the starter over him at Georgia. And the fact now Sony Michel can't even get on the field with the Chargers. And again, Sony Michel is a talent.
Oh, I've always wanted him.
The man can play some freaking ball.
Just
give him a shot. Anyhow, something about the Bengals going into Tennessee and just finding a way to win the game.
I don't know how they can get that.
It was a very competitive game. It was first off, kudos to the Bengals defense because Derrick Henry looked like he was on his way to the end zone. And they forced a fumble.
Man.
At the end. And I think that turned around the whole game, and I think Tennessee never could bounce back.
Yeah.
And get it back after that.
Yeah.
But again, the Bengals clearly showing that it looked like the Super Bowl hangover might we say, normally the Super Bowl hangover is the team that normally loses the Super Bowl. They can't bounce back.
Yeah.
And this year, it's
the
flipped
total
180.
opposite. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which scares me. Which
because I
scares
mean the
me
defend.
because the Raiders play the Chargers Sunday, then they got to turn around and play the Rams Thursday, and I'm off both days. Let's go. This is my Wednesday. I'm off this Wednesday, so that means the following week it's my Thursday. So I get to watch the
Correct.
Raiders Sunday and Thursday, both games. Let's go.
So
Might get 2 shows.
the Bengals. Spoiler alert: the Bengals, the defending AFC champions, are playing well. They're 7-4.
Yeah.
Burrow was efficient enough to get the win. Samaje Perine has been playing well in the absence of Joe Mixon. T. Higgins has been balling out of his mind. No, T. Higgins has been balling out of his mind without his
I had him on the bench.
His co-ace, Jamar. Oh, it's not good. I'm just telling you, Higgins is waiting for his ace to come back in Jamar Chase. When Mixon and Chase come back, don't be shocked if Cincinnati can make another run in the AFC. Don't sleep on the defending AFC champions, the Bengals. They go to 7-4. They beat the Titans 20-16. The quarterback change worked. It worked mightily. And the Jets get the win at home. Mike White got the start.
Efficient.
He only went 22 of 28, 315, and 3 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson, the rookie from Ohio State, 5 catches, 95 yards, 2 TDs. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Let me speak on this game because I was listening to NFL Rewind on Sirius XM. The Jets reporter after the game said he ain't seen Elijah Moore smile so much. He was happy. The locker room was smiling. Everybody was smiling. I'm like, oh man. But that's what winning does. Winning puts you in a good position to feel that way. But it's just funny how he just came about that. But we all knew the Jets was going to be a good team. It's just like we just said. They'll be here.
Well, it helps when they really but like I said, Ty Johnson. Sometimes I think he is the forgotten running back on the Jets because Ty Johnson runs the ball hard and he can play some football. I mean, his touchdown was just get out of my way. I'm not going to be denied. I'm going to find the end zone. Get out of my way. The Jets go to 7-4 on the year. The Bears, we thought it was going to be Nathan Peterman, but it ended up being Trevor Siemian starting for.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
The Bears. Yeah, I will say, the Jets black unis not bad looking at all. Not bad looking. I know on the road. I know on the road they've gone with the black pants on the road with the white tops brought them success. But the Jets,
we have a quarterback controversy in East Rutherford.
If they win next week, and according to the schedule on week 13, if they win next week, to which that's going to be a tough one. If they go to Minnesota and beat the Vikings, which I said which is a very intriguing matchup. Very intriguing matchup. If they somehow pull off the upset in Minnesota, and Mike White plays well again, it could spell some trouble for ones. And again, I was very high on Zach Wilson. I wanted my football team to draft him.
So did the message I sent earlier, could that come into play if he has a good game?
It very well could. It very well could. Like I said,
I can't wait. I can't wait till our Jet fan watch this.
I'm just saying. Dolphins, their business. They maintain their lead in the AFC East. And here's an ironic thing. And here's an ironic thing. the AFC East and the NFC East. Both divisions, all their teams are over 500. Every single one of them. Oh,
Wow.
normally the term has always been beasts of the East. Well, you can say that about the NFC East and the AFC East this year. And here's another mind-boggling thing. If the playoffs were to start today,
Uh-oh.
the whole entire NFC East would be in the playoffs.
Wait. The commies?
Yes. Since you want to go there,
I already know the Cowboys, the Giants, Eagles for
okay.
sure.
In the National Football Conference, as it stands right now, if the playoffs were to start today, Eagles are your 1 seed.
Yeah.
Vikings are your 2 seed.
Yeah.
My Niners are the 3 seed by way of you guys. Thank you again for being the Seahawks. Okay. Buccaneers the 4 seed.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 seed, Arlington Cowboys. 6 seed, the East Rutherford Giants. The last seed, the Washington Commanders. Yes. Yes. The commies. The commies have the final playoff spot. Yes.
But brother, we knew once they made that total switch to who was going to be the starting quarterback, we knew what this team was going to do.
Yes.
I mean, it just sucks that for Carson Wentz, but they should have never made that move anyway, because I believe Heineke, it's already been, I ain't got to say nothing else about that. It's already been shown.
The man, he's a football player. Okay. Again, what he did against the eventual Super Bowl champions in the wild card game. Almost pull off a comeback and beat them. Yes.
But we talked about this on the last show. Didn't I say that this has that Doug Flutie kind of feeling?
Yes.
He has a Doug Flutie.
They respond to him like Mr. McLaurin, very talented wide receiver for the commies.
Give me
the week they beat the Eagles to give the Eagles their first loss of the year on Monday night. He's on with Scott Van Pelt. I mean, granted, he said the politically correct thing, but you can tell that this team responds to number 4. And Riverboat Ron did the right thing by saying we're going with him till the wheels fall off, and why not? He's earned that right.
He has.
They have won. They have won.
Last year he earned that right, bro.
Yes, they have won whenever they insert him at quarterback. And well, back to the Dolphins and Texans, because we will talk about the comments in a minute. The Dolphins, 8-3, 5th straight win for the Miami Dolphins.
Wait, excuse me. You say that? Oh, Devontae, all hands. But did you say the Dolphins are 8-3?
8-3. 8-3. The Miami Dolphins, yes. As he takes a sip from the Batman bottle.
Wow.
Yes.
H2O. This is H2O. Ain't nothing secret in that bottle. It's H2O.
that high quality. But yeah, I mean,
see this glass. There's something always in this glass.
Yes, but I mean, Waddle 5 catches, 85 yards. Tyreek Hill 6 catches, 85 yards. River Craycraft 4 catches, 55 yards. I mean, Miami just finds ways of winning games. And I'm telling you right now, yes, I'm fortunate, but yes, it is going to be a tough matchup for my team next Sunday at home against the Mike McDaniel-led Miami Dolphins. That's going to be a tough one.
You know what?
And
you said you guys are home
against the Dolphins, yes.
Damn. So that means I'm gonna have to balance between, because I want to watch that game. That's going to be a good one.
Although, don't be surprised. I mean, I don't doubt that they will, because the Cowboys are the Sunday night game, but they're playing the Colts. Don't be surprised if possibly the Dolphins and Niners get flexed into Sunday night. Don't be surprised.
Well,
Again,
even better.
I don't see it happening.
Even
I
better.
don't see it happening because, again, like I said, I really don't see it happening because normally they don't flex the Cowboys up, but again, they're playing the Colts. And that's no disrespect to the
Monday
Colts.
night game ain't all that great to me. The Colts is still in.
No, it's not. But unfortunately, you can't flex Monday night, which I don't know why, but hey,
Whatever.
it is what it is. But
Hey.
Dolphins get the win. Yeah, you were going to say something? You had a thought?
No, not a thought.
No thought?
Just looking
Okay,
at
well,
what's going on. That Christmas tree is huge.
yeah, it is a big tree.
Well, we
It
didn't
is a
think
big
it was
tree.
going to be that big when it got purchased, but whatever. Carry on. As
Hey, if the kids are happy, if the kids are happy, that's all that counts. So back to the commies. They fought, but at the end, they fought off a last second ditch by the Falcons as Kendall Fuller got the interception in the end zone, and the Commanders hold on.
Well, those Fullers know how to get in the NFL, boy.
Yeah, they do, and they know how to be
Virginia
ball
Tech
hogs.
boys know how to get into the NFL.
Yes, they do. Commanders get the win, 19-13. They go to 7-5. Again, but can we speak of the story real quick? And of course, we have said this on the show more than once, but Brian Robinson Jr., 100 yards on the day, ball, young man, ball. He had 18 carries for a $105, almost averaging 6 a carry. And damn it, in the locker room, that damn hat that he wore. Yes, wearing the Mario. Yes, wearing the Mario. But good for that young man.
Yes.
Again, if you don't know the story, he was shot in the leg during training camp. Fought his way back to get on the field. Got on the field. Got a tremendous ovation by the fan base in his first home game back. And now his first.
I'm a fan now.
His first 100-yard game as a Commander.
Good for him.
Good for him. Again, the Commanders just find a way to win. But then again, we're not surprised because this is what
Heineke took over. We knew this was going to happen.
But also, this is what Ron Rivera does. Ron Rivera, in a sense, is almost kind of like how Dusty Baker is in Major League Baseball. Gets the best out of his players. The players play hard for him. And also the fact is, like last year, Dusty lost his mom. This year, Riverboat Ron 2 weeks ago just lost his mom, and you saw the emotions that he had when they beat the Eagles. So obviously, prayers to Ron and his family. But this is what Ron Rivera does. He gets the best out of you, and
got that in Carolina.
They become better men for it. Commanders get the win, 19-13. Speaking of the Panthers, Sam Darnold finally gets a chance to play and leads the Panthers to their 4th win of the year. And boy, there is tension in the Mile High City. And of course, the Raider in him is absolutely loving it. As Mike Purcell and Russell Wilson get into a war of words on the sideline, who knows what was said? And you can see his smile is just as big as the logo himself. But something is going on in the Mile High City. But kudos to them.
How much did they pay Russell
Wilson? Sam Darnold.
How much did they pay Russell Wilson?
A lot of money. A lot of money.
Well, bearing that we blessed the faithful with a W, with that W and the L for the Seahawks. Don't the Seahawks got a better record than the Broncos?
We're correct. Seattle is 6-5. The Broncos are 3-8. And if you were to tell me that Geno Wilson would be having a better season, or I'm sorry, Geno Smith, I'm sorry. If you were to tell me that Geno Smith, I said Geno Wilson. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's why I had to stop myself mid-sentence. Yeah. I might need to go pour me one after this show, just so I can soak that down. if you were to tell me that Geno Smith would have a better season than Russell Wilson, I would have been like, what are you smoking? Where are you getting it from? Because you are on some serious, serious stuff. But as it stands, I believe Geno Smith is the league leader in completion percentage, if I'm not mistaken, at 70%.
No, I believe I can back you up with that statement. Yeah. But
so with that said,
you pay Russell Wilson all that money.
After you trade for him. You extended him after you traded for him.
Nah, bro.
Unfortunately, they have wasted the efforts of a pretty damn good Bronco defense. This Bronco defense is a top 10 defense.
When you knew they made that trade with the Dolphins, you knew where that organization was going. Right after that,
yeah. Because I mean, I'm sorry,
I wouldn't writing on the wall that you have possibly the best quarterback in NFL, and you trade your best defensive player. Well, I ain't gonna quote on Chubb because he's. When I heard that trade, I text you when I heard that trade. Thank God, because he's a problem.
He is a problem,
and you're gonna see him next week.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to seeing the
I know you're not.
NC State Wolfpack, because I mean,
I know you're not.
Hell, you know, I wanted Bradley Chubb in the draft when he got drafted. I was please slip to us, Bradley Chubb.
Who didn't?
I'm like, please slip to us. But I felt the same way about him. I felt the same way about Montez Sweat. You and I both felt that way about Micah Parsons.
Ooh, if your boy Uncle Jerry did not get that pick, I'd have been like, boy, if they don't put that young man in the silver and black jersey, you already see it. And guess what? I guess I should be slightly happy because, you know, my wife is a Cowboy fan, so I guess I should be happy that he's somewhere that's good.
Well, he has certainly made the Marcus Lawrence life a lot better, that's for damn sure, and Van Der Esch. Now, back to Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was efficient. He was 11-19 for $164 and a touchdown pass. Mm-hmm. But again, Mr. Donta Freeman, the former Texas Longhorn, just continues to just run the ball and run the ball hard. He was the reason why basically the Broncos had no answer. 24 carries, $113 on the ground. Just saying. Just saying. Run, young man, run. Run, young man, run. Panthers 4-8, Broncos 3-8. They get the win, 23-10. If a team can build on a win or look back as a program-changing win, this win by the Jacksonville Jaguars today against the Ravens could possibly.
It's a damn good team. Wait a minute. Against Jaguars just didn't beat any team. They didn't beat any team. They beat a damn.
They beat the Ravens.
A
first place team in the Baltimore Ravens.
A damn good
team. They were down. They came back, and Doug Peterson had the balls, and they went for the win. Because normally, if you're at home,
repeat that statement. Who?
Doug Peterson.
Had the what? Had the what?
Had the balls.
There it is.
There it is. Had the balls to go for the win. Because normally, they tell you at home, you go for the tie, you go in overtime. Yep. If you're on the road, you go for the win, which that came to play in the next game that we'll talk about after this game. But you know, Sunshine was very good today. Sunshine was 29 of 37 for 321, 3 touchdowns, no INTs, and we're going to give a former Raider some love because you and I both love the man. Zay Jones, have yourself a game, young man, today. 11 catches for $145, had some key catches on the final drive.
And guess what?
And the former California Golden Bear Marvin Jones on that game tying, which to the game-winning touchdown. And now, here's what I don't understand. Marcus Peters, you are a tremendous cornerback in this league. You are a tremendous talent. They no longer have the force-out rule in football. And here's my question. Why did you not push Marvin Jones out of bounds? Does anybody does it? And I mean, James Lofton on CBS Sports, because he called that game for CBS. Even James Lofton, Hall of Fame wide receiver, and a damn good wide receiver. If you don't believe me, watch the film on him. James Lofton even says, "Why are you not forcing him out of bounds or trying to push him out?" Because in that situation, one shin equals 2 feet. Because if you look at that play, he got the right foot in, and he necessarily didn't need his left foot because his right shin touched inside. And if you do that, one shin counts as 2 feet, and that is a touchdown. But he went for the win. Zay Jones caught the game-winning 2-point conversion. And I did say it would come down to a Justin Tucker kick, and Justin Tucker almost got it. He was just that short because
he don't miss.
The accuracy was crazy. Yeah. I mean, I thought he had it. I really thought he had it, but he just missed it. So the Ravens and the Bengals are tied for first place in the AFC North.
Wow.
And a good program building win for the Jaguars. They beat the Ravens 28-27. And this time, on the flip side, like I said, when you're at home, you normally go for the tie, go overtime. If you're on the road, you go for the win. The Chargers went for 2, got the win, beat the Cardinals 25-24. And Kyler Murray did not hold back after the press conference. He said, and I quote, "We were shitted on." That's what he said in his press conference. We were shitted on. Kyler Murray came back, played pretty well. Even in defeat, James Conner had himself a fantastic game. 25 carries for $120. But again, Justin Herbert just continues.
D-Hop was out there.
Yes, he was. And he also made a fantastic one-handed catch. While his body was on one side, his arm on, "Oh, hi, football, how are you?" I mean, yes, Tre'Davious Ward called him what he called him, but DeAndre Hopkins is still that man. He can still make plays and definitely made the play. But
yeah, he's that dude.
It just, I don't know if you want to talk about just finding new ways to lose games, but it just seems like that's just what the Cardinals do. Because normally,
well, not against my Raiders.
The Cardinals, that's about the only thing they've done right. But you just look at the way they lose games, and sometimes it can be just be mind-boggling at times. But normally, under Cliff Kingsbury, it's been the Cardinals have normally been fast starters, and they've folded at the end. Not the case this year. I don't know if there's some tension going on, and that's getting right to my point. I don't know if he's lost. I don't know if he's lost the locker room, but I mean something is going on, and I think that's something Michael Bidwell and Steve Keim, the GM, might have to just discuss and sit about it, like asking, okay, what's going on? Because it's not like they don't have talent on this roster. They do.
A bunch of it.
Yeah. Because I mean, we know who DeAndre Hopkins is. Okay.
Well, I like that Collins
James Conner amazing
on defense. The Collins kid on defense.
Yeah, well, him, Isaiah Simmons, which you know about also well, the former Clemson Tiger. We know who Buda Baker is.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's something. Of course, I love Rondell Moore. I wanted him or Elijah Moore on my team.
Yep.
I mean, you know who DeAndre Hopkins is, you know who James Conner is, and you know what Kyler Murray can do.
Yep.
You know who Zach Ertz is.
Yep.
So I mean, it's
Well, he's
not like
done
they
for the
don't.
year, right?
He is done for the year with the knee, correct? It's not like they don't have talent on this team, but
Correct.
some something is making them underachieve this season, and I don't know. Maybe they might need a voice, but again, now oddly enough, that these two teams played each other today, and of course, we talked about this earlier in the week about how all of a sudden a certain head coach that is on the outside looking in was linked to both of these teams. And oddly enough, they played each other today. Yes, folks, we are talking about one former head coach of the New Orleans Saints, a Super Bowl winning head coach by the name of Sean Payton, who was linked to both the Chargers and the Cardinals.
Please don't come to the
And
Chargers.
I said, please don't let him go to Inglewood with those weapons that Justin Herbert has.
Please, 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 please.
Moving right along, the downward spiral continues for the Rams as they lose to the Chiefs 26-10.
But
They went to their third string quarterback. Was that?
who's not losing to the Chiefs though?
That is true. I mean, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a guy that you coveted and that you wanted to play for your team. In hindsight, you're probably glad you didn't sign him because now Allen Robinson is done for the season with a knee injury.
Yeah.
And
I like Allen Robinson.
That lies. Yeah, so do I. He was underutilized with the Bears. Finally gets a chance, but for whatever reason, Sean McVay just did not get him the ball this year.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Sean McVay takes a helmet to the face. Watch out. Hope he's okay. Which
I can
he
hear
almost got nominated for this comment.
I can hear
Which he almost got
Sean
nominated.
McVay sounding like Lex Luger. Oh,
and tonight we saw a little bit of a glimpse as the Eagles put up a 40-burger. They go to 40-1. They beat the Packers 40-3. But something interesting very happened tonight.
talk to him.
Could Jordan Love to Christian Watson be the next wide receiver quarterback duo for the next decade in Green Bay?
Well, I just saw in the media that this is around the time that Aaron Rodgers took over for Brett Favre. The cycle has now come around.
Yes.
And well, we already knew that Rodgers was not going to play for the Packers after this year anyway. So
yes. And with that said, in the time that Love came in, Love was 6 of 9 for 113 and a touchdown. Very efficient. And it's not like Rodgers, and it wasn't like Rodgers was playing crappy. Rodgers was 11 of 16 for $140, 2 touchdowns, but he also did throw 2 interceptions, which is highly unlikely.
The second touchdown he threw, I think it was to Williams, the running back.
Yeah. Well, the first one to Randall Cobb, the one to Randall Cobb threw an absolute dart, and you didn't think he was playing with a hurt thumb. But then again, that's just what Rodgers does. As Deion Sanders used to say, he's like that. But again, here's what I don't understand about the Packers. And it mind boggles me. Why do they keep going away from giving the ball to A.J. Dillon? I don't understand this. For the life of me, I don't understand because he had 8 carries for 64 yards.
It makes you forget that he's on the team.
Averaging 8 yards a carry.
Wow.
And I'm just thinking, okay, if he had that on 8 carries, if you possibly add 12 to 15 more carries about that, who knows what he could have had, which could have given Rodgers some balance. Because I mean, it's no secret. Yeah, him and Aaron Jones. But I'm just saying, what Rodgers has really lacked most of his career is a balanced running attack. It's like, okay, they had the one good year with Eddie Lacy, and then Eddie Lacy just fell off the earth. And I thought Lacy could have had a good 8 to 10 year career with the way he ran the ball, but it didn't happen. But
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here thinking about why does AJ Dillon don't get the ball? Why do they don't stay running him? Because the way he runs, and we know what happens when the tundra gets frozen.
Ooh.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. But the Eagles, they do what they do. Jalen Hurts threw for 153, ran for a $157. And oh, by the way, Miles Sanders says, I can run too. He runs for a $143. The Eagles, 363 yards on the ground.
Putting in work.
Putting in work. They go to
Easy though. Easy work.
As they beat the Eagles 40-33. So now, turning in, because the flip games, so now the records are flipped. You're 49-35. I'm 51-34. So I'm 2 up on you in the win column, 1 in the loss column. So here we go. Week 13 of the National Football League.
Around
as we
go.
As we go into the picks. Oh, we have some soccer that's about to start right now, folks. Cameroon versus Serbia. Yes, indeed. Let's get the Fox Sports app going right here, right now. Get it in background, yes, sir. But anyhow, very intriguing game to start the week. We have on Thursday night, we have the Bills and the Patriots in Foxborough. Oh, this is a good way to start the week, and I guarantee you.
Give me Josh Allen.
And I guarantee you, Al Michaels will not be bored doing this game right here. But I agree with you. I think Bills Mafia circles the wagons. I like the Bills.
They're already at Home Depot, like you said.
Yeah, the next Freight Harbor store, they will be waiting up to line up to the table. Fox Sports, where are you? Come to me. There we go. Hey. As my brother would say, get your shit together. Let's go.
Please.
All right. Of course, to start the early part of the games, we have the Falcons at home against the Steelers. Very unique situation. Now, of course, we don't know the result of the Steelers and Colts game, but I can understand what Deion Sanders says when he talks about the Falcons, when he says, "You're always breaking my heart." You're breaking my heart too much, because the Falcons will look good one week, and the next week they will just be like, "What the heck?" And then they come back a week later, and they play like world beaters. I just don't know. The Falcons seems to be that kind of team that just loves to play with your emotions. It just seems to be that way. But I normally don't go against Tomlin, but I think this might be the week the Falcons might get them. I'm going to go with Atlanta, because I think Young Hoku might do a walk-off game-winning field goal to give the Falcons the win. I'm going to take Atlanta.
I'm going with Atlanta as well. It's hard to pick against Tomlin.
Yes, it is. It really, really is.
Damn, we got
Yes, we know.
We got somebody flopping already?
Oh, good Lord. Damn flopping. See, that's the one. Oh. And we'll get to FIFA in a minute after we get our picks. Oh, stop with the acting. Good grief. Stop screaming. You do not twist your ankle. Good Lord. Only 49 seconds of the damn game. That's the one thing I can't stand about FIFA's damn flop.
Oh, he's about to milk it. Well, you know what?
Oh, you know he is. You know he is.
He might be hurt.
Well, I don't know. That didn't look it.
Well, didn't look hard. It's hard. Oh. don't know. He might have pulled something, bro. This is
Okay.
why he's walking.
That looks like a big ass spaceship with that stadium.
And they built the stadium, didn't they?
I think so. Yes.
I think every stadium that's being played in it was built.
Yeah, it's a
now,
new stadium. Yes.
Now
Yeah,
he's
Qatar.
power.
Well, I mean, it's not like Qatar doesn't have money with all the oil and you know petroleum that they freaking have. Yeah, he's walking with a limp. Okay. That's not an acting job. As he gets a nice ovation from the crowd. Continuing on with our picks, and yes, we have English soccer announcers. Damn it, yes, bring that shit to me. The oldest rivalry in football on Soldier Field. It is the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
Oh fuck! Do I gotta pick this game? I really gotta pick the winner.
Well, I'll say it like this: if Justin Fields does not play, I'm picking the Packers. I'll just leave it at that. I'm going with the Chiefs. Otherwise, I'm going Chiefs. But yes, you do have to pick somebody.
But you go with the Packers?
I'm picking the Packers. If Justin Fields is not playing, I'm not. If Justin Fields is playing, I would give the Bears a legit chance to win this football game. But
Packers. I know my cousin's gonna be.
But I will say this though. But I will say this though. That catch that Chase Claypool made over Sauce today in the middle. That's why I have hope for the Bears when him and Justin Fields get it together. I'm just telling you. Next game, the Jaguars head to the Field of Dreams to take on the Detroit Lions in Detroit. This one's actually tough to pick, actually, believe it or not. Jaguars coming off the big win. The Lions just had their 3-game winning streak stopped, but you know the Lions are gonna. Oh, this is a hard one to pick. Oh my goodness.
I'm going tie.
He says I'm going tie. Oh my goodness.
I like both. I mean, I like both directions that the teams are going in.
I agree. They're both going. They're both sorry. They're both trending. They're both trending upward. I'm gonna slightly take the Lions just because I think the Lions will get right at home. And plus, if Travis Etienne's not playing for the Jaguars, which he didn't play in the rest of the game today, that could be a problem for Jacksonville. But I'm slightly going with the Lions.
I'm going with the family.
You're bringing Detroit also?
Huh?
Are you saying you're bringing Detroit also?
Yeah.
Well, Lions. Okay. Now, we already said that this was a very tough matchup. We have the Jets going to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. Oh, this is tough to pick because
Vikings.
The Jets play well with Mike White, and it'd be a huge upset. And this could be a game. Well, yeah, I'm gonna pick Minnesota because normally when you play on Thanksgiving, you get 10 days off, and I think that'll benefit the Vikings very much so. So yes, Skull.
All day.
Skull.
Yes.
This one here. Oh, we got sunlight. Nice. There's some sunlight. Now, here comes Serbia. Serbia in the zone. Yes, we do talk about live stuff here. We got some live action going on at 2 a.m. on the Mizzle Up. We got Cameroon and Serbia in Group G in the World Cup. And we'll talk about the rest of the matchups after we talk about this. Commanders and the Giants. No love lost between these long division rivals. It is at MetLife, but I'm riding with the commies.
I'm riding Heineke.
Because again, I trust Heineke over Daniel Jones, and as much as I love Saquon, it's the Daniel Jones situation that has me. One up. Tough matchup, but again, until they are proved wrong, I'm taking the Eagles to beat the Titans in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not getting no ground.
Well, you might with these next few games. I'm picking the Ravens to bounce back at home against the Broncos because I just don't see it getting any time better for Denver. I'm picking the Ravens. I know you're not picking the damn John Elways.
Huh? Yes.
Browns at Texans. And I think this might be the game to where Deshaun Watson might make his Cleveland Browns debut, if I'm not mistaken.
Because think he's not?
That's why he took the deal.
That's why he took the deal. Oh, I get to play him? Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Dog pound?
Yeah.
Dog pound.
Dog pound.
All right. Normally, this is a matchup that normally favors the Rams, but if Matthew Stafford is not playing, I'm going to take the Seahawks to go into Inglewood to beat the Rams. I just don't see it getting better for the Rams. I don't. I just don't. And I expect Kenneth Walker to bounce back and have himself a great game.
Seahawks.
Now this one
Uh-oh.
is really going to be intriguing. But this time, it's the Chiefs traveling to the jungle to take on the Bengals in a rematch of the AFC Championship game. But keep in mind, folks, last season, the Bengals were the only team to beat the Chiefs twice and they even play in the same division. I'm just going to keep that in mind. For whatever reason.
Okay.
It seems like, the Bengals are trending upward. I like the way they're playing.
Yeah.
I think this is the game the Chiefs could have lost. I'm going with the jungle. I'm taking the Bengals. Because I think Joe Burrow, along with Josh Allen, are the only ones that don't give two Fs. That's Patrick Mahomes on the other side. I don't care.
As much as I want that, I'm right with the squad.
Oh, you're taking the Chiefs? Oh, boy. No,
I want the Chiefs to lose.
Why don't you take a drink of your water? Oh, I know you do.
Yeah, but I think the Chiefs will win this game. I need this win.
He's going with the defending AFC West champs. He picks the Chiefs.
Yeah.
All right. So now, break it down. First matchup in week 1, you lose by 5, had a chance to win. What do you do to get over the hump to beat the Inglewood Chargers?
Get pressure on Herbert.
That would help, yes.
And find out where number 41 is. Or 43. Is he 43 or 41? What's Eckler?
And number 30.
30, yes. Find where
Eckler
30 is.
Eckler wears 30.
Find
Not just him. Also number 13, Keenan Allen. You need to know where he is at all times. Yeah, I think containing Austin Eckler would be key. As am I. I think they get 3 in a row because you know what JJ's going to you know what JJ's going to say. It is Keyshawn Johnson voice. Give me the damn ball. Give me the damn ball.
Yeah. Let's go.
Cameroon is inbounding the ball as they are trying to. Here comes Serbia. Here comes Serbia. Stop buffering. Stop buffering, damn you. Serbia in their zone. Looking for they got a chance. Oh, he lost control of the ball. Oh, he still got a shot. Oh, off the post. And we got a foul. Oh. Serbia had a chance and he kicked it off the post. Oh, here they come again. Oh, too high. Oh, Serbia had a chance. Oh, 2 chances for Serbia. 1 off the post and 1 kicked it over the net.
Yeah.
Oh, here they come again. Oh, jeez, off the post. Anyhow, I agree. Definitely have to know where Eckler is. Definitely got to know where Keanu is. And also on the defensive side of the ball, you got to know where number 52 is at all times. And you got to know where Derwin James is at all times. So,
I still think
like I said, the Raiders right now, they have a good thing going with the locker room. There's a sense of togetherness. And it looks like, now I could be wrong, it just looks like from the outside looking in, it looks like this team is rallying for their head coach. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks to be that way. It looks to be that this locker room is becoming unified and united at the right time. I could be wrong, but it looks that way. Okay. Now, this matchup, as an Niner fan, has me really, really nervous. Because the Miami Dolphins are a very damn good team. And you know Mike McDaniels wants to do everything to stick it to Kyle Shanahan. With that said, if you're the Niners, you have to know what number 17 is. You have to know what number 10 is. Of course, we're talking about the reincarnation of the Marx brothers, Waddle and the Cheetah Tyreek Hill for the Dolphins. Because you know,
about boy
Tua. Yeah, you know Tua's going to get the ball out quick.
Yeah.
So we know this. So if you're Travarius Ward, and you are Lenore, you've got to be on your P's and Q's, and you got to know where they are. But also, do not sleep on Mike Gesicki, the tight end, if you're the Niners defense, because he is a ball hawk at tight end, and he is very, very good.
And he can catch.
Obviously, he can catch. And obviously, you don't want to make sure that the former Niner, Jeff Wilson Jr., doesn't get off, because you know he's coming in playing with some motivation, and he wants to stick it to him. And him and Raheem Mostert have been talking some smack.
Yep.
So that is some billboard material that the Niners can go on, because, you know, and let me just spin on this for a minute, because Raheem Mostert, like the guy, man was a solid Niner.
Yeah.
But who the hell are you? You didn't get the chance to even show off your cases as a running back skill until you got to the Niners, because you were cut by 4 different teams before you even got to Santa Clara. And it was Santa Clara that gave you the chance to do something with the ball. Then you complain about that you want to get paid when mostly you were a special teams guy, and we just found out, oh, you can run the ball a little bit. Let's see what you can do. And then the last 2 years, you've been Mr. Glass. Or as we like to say on the show, you develop the AD syndrome.
Softer than charming.
Okay. So with that said, you left to go to the Dolphins. Rightfully so, because you had your best success under Mike McDaniels when Mike McDaniels was the run game coordinator for the Niners.
Great.
All good. I get it. I understand it. And plus, Elijah Mitchell emerged once you got hurt, so the writing was on the wall. I get it. I understand it. Okay. Now, Jeff Wilson Jr. actually did this the right way and actually asked for a trade because he knew the writing was on the wall once the trade for Christian McCaffrey came into fruition.
Of course.
So the Niners honored his request. He did it the right way. And again, and my brother can back me on this, I was against them trading him because I like Jeff Wilson Jr.
Yep.
And like I said, I wanted him to be the bell cow, not Raheem Mostert. And Jeff Wilson Jr. has just played well since he's gotten to Miami. So there's extra motivation for him. Do we have a goal? Oh, another miss by Serbia. Oh, Serbia is attacking in the zone against Cameroon. So, with that said, I know what the Niners have done historically in the second half in the last 4 games, showing on opponents. It's going to be hard to keep the Dolphins out the end. Because, like I said, the Dolphins can score. They're a good team. Of course, I'm picking my team. That's just what I am and what I do. It will be a close game. But I need the Niners to remember this. The last time the Dolphins came to your house, the Dolphins embarrassed you. So you need to keep that in mind. And need to get right. Garoppolo got banged up. I kind of figured eventually you're going to go against my team one of these weeks, and that means the week he's picking the Dolphins to get the win.
I don't think you guys stopped Tyreek Hill. You couldn't stop him when he was a Chief, so what makes it any difference?
Nobody can stop Tyreek Hill. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what team it is. But I will say this.
I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm picking the Dolphins. Because Tua can use his legs.
Correct.
If the
you are correct, but
Dolphins are to win, Tua needs to use his legs. And that's why I'm picking the Dolphins.
But also, like I said, Tua will get the ball out quick. He won't stand there and sit in the pocket. Mike McDaniels organizes for Tua to utilize his strengths.
Yep.
Which is why the Dolphins have won 5 straight coming into this game. So, like I said, somebody's winning streak will end.
Well, yeah.
The Niners have come in winning 4 straight. The Dolphins have won 5 straight. So somebody's winning streak is going to end. You have 83 teams. Yeah, it's going to be a damn good game. It gets no better than that. So he's picking the Dolphins. I'm picking the Niners, obviously. So the Sunday night game is the Colts and the Cowboys. Cowboys are home. Cowboys running some momentum. It continues. I'm picking the as my brother does, the Orange Cassidy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Got to give the people what they want.
Cowboys, man, easy. Come on, Cowboys. Flex that game out.
Oh.
All right. End this on the Monday night game.
Oh, that was fantastic. Now Cameroon is starting this. Boy, everybody over the net in this game so far between Cameroon and Serbia.
Yeah.
Well, It would have been more interesting if the Saints would have found a way to score against the
Be
Niners,
better.
which they did not. But it's the Buccaneers and the Saints on Monday night in Florida, and for whatever reason, since or Orange Cassidy brought to you by Mizzle Mason. Now, for whatever reason, since Tom Brady has become a Buccaneer, I don't know what it is about the black and gold, but he seems to struggle against the Saints.
This is true.
As a Buccaneer.
I
don't know why that is. I really don't know why that is. And we got a corner kick coming from Serbia. Serbia's in the zone. There's a shot blocked.
Well,
and now Serbia's trying to get out of their own end.
Brother,
but
I'm gonna need a shot for this.
Oh,
and God. You know why I need this shot for this pick?
Oh, no. The man has no shirt on. Oh, wow.
I saw that. So, Tom Brady finally beats the Saints.
Oh, wow. Oh. He's picking the pewter. Oh, my goodness.
I think he breaks it. He breaks it. Yeah. Go ahead and pick the Saints. You know you want to.
I do, but nice block.
You think Tom Brady is due?
Of course. I mean, and plus you're playing at home. You're playing in a sorry ass division. The NFC South sucks this year. I'm going pewter. So, as it stands, the two picks that could possibly flip it for you, you pick the Chiefs. I like the Bengals. Of course, I pick my team. You pick the Dolphins. So we will see if those two games will make a difference in Week 13 of the NFL. And now, last before we,
you can actually put it away.
Yeah. That very well could be. So, as we put the final pen to paper on this edition of the Mizzle Love Show, we do want to get into the Copa del Mundo, which is the World Cup. Some very intriguing matchups that have gone on. Yes, he lives for this shit, folks. Very intriguing matchups going on right now in the background. As you can see, we have Cameroon and Serbia in the background.
Which I'm watching as well.
Which, earlier was a fantastic game between Germany and Spain. Yes. Spain coming off scoring 7 goals. Germany rallies to get the tie 1-1. But, of course, Spain still is in the driver's seat to go to the knockout round. So there's not that. Over the weekend, Mexico played so well in the first half, but the one man that you cannot allow to beat you,
Messi.
Great Lionel Messi scores a goal, and Argentina has not looked back. They shut out Mexico 2-0. So another disappointing by my other side of the World Cup, but that's okay. 2026, Mexico, along with Canada and the United States, are hosting the World Cup, which, by the way, Jeans Stadium will be hosting some World Cup games. If you can go, brother, go. I'm telling you. Yes, Levi Stadium will be hosting some games in the World Cup in 2026.
God willing.
That gives you 3.5 years. God willing, that gives you 3.5 years to save up. And damn it, if I have it, I'll go with you. Damn it, yes. Or heck, I might try to go to Estadio Azteca in Mexico City and watch a game in that stadium.
Oh, no.
Just saying. Just make sure he has enough Michelob Ultra in his system with 80,000 plus in that stadium. But Argentina got the win. So the group of 16 starts December 3rd. So we have one more 2 more games in the group rounds. Poland beat Saudi Arabia 2-0. Australia got the win over Tunisia 1-0. France beats Denmark 2-1.
Wow.
As the defending champions look good. Ecuador and the Dutch tied, and tremendous by the U.S. as they draw with the Brits in a 0-0 tie. But the U.S. controls their own destiny. If they beat Iran on Tuesday, they go to the knockout round. They cannot draw and they cannot lose. They have to beat Iran, which I think they can.
Well, they just got to make sure they keep the pressure.
Costa Rica beats Japan. Morocco shuts out Jasmine. Croatia, 4 goals against Canada. So Canada's done, like I said. Cameroon and Serbia, they are scoreless in the first half as they are nearing the halftime mark in Qatar. The other matchups to close out today. The next game after this one is South Korea and Ghana. Then the 2 games on the Big Fox Network. Brazil with no Neymar, and Neymar's ankle was swelling up after he took that ankle injury.
Saw that picture.
He is definitely out for the rest of the group. He is definitely out for the rest of the group play. So we'll see how that will affect Brazil as they take on Switzerland. That's at 8:00. You can see that on Fox. I don't know. I mean, as we've been saying, Brazil is certainly not the power that it once was.
Yep.
I'm not saying that they're vulnerable, but possibly Switzerland, who have beat them before. They have beat them before. The last time they played each other, which was back in the 2018 World Cup, they drew 1-1. So Switzerland definitely feel like they can compete with Brazil. And then, of course, the nightcap, if you will, which will be Portugal against Uruguay. And we have a goal!
Yes, we do.
In the 28th minute. And take a 1-0 lead in the first half. The whole team just runs out to the corner of the field to celebrate. My goodness.
Corner kick.
So Cameroon draws first in the Group G matchup here in the World Cup.
Too easy. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised they didn't call offsides.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Off the head. And Castelletto just taps it in with the right foot.
Taps it in.
And it looked like Billy Ocean's the head coach for Cameroon with that hair. Oh, my goodness. Huge moment. But yes, Cameroon draws first. But yes, so that's been a late night edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show.
Yes.
But we thank you for watching. Yes, Mizzle. I am Dub. We say thank you. We say search the Mizzle and Dub Show on YouTube. Comment if you want to leave comments. Pick a topic you want us to talk about. You never know. You could be on the show. But nonetheless, we thank you for watching.
And this man is doing high school sports. Check him out.
That too. Which possibly, there possibly might be some chances that yours truly will be doing some high school basketball. So with that said, there's 2 possible shows that I could do because the other one would partake me doing this on a certain someone's birthday, but I'm already going to be in California, so I can't do that game. But the Tarkanian Classic in December, the 16th through the 22nd. Yes, sign me up for that tournament. And also in February, the 24th and 26th, the City of Lights Classic for some high school basketball. So bring that shit to me because I have gotten a taste for it, and I don't want to be sitting at home, so the more assignments, the better. Bring that to me. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and to those that have subscribed, we thank you. We love you. God bless you. He's Mizzle. I'm Dub. And even though there's no more drink, right now on the East Coast, it really is 5 o'clock. Some damn where.
Well, yep.
Peace out as he takes the sip of the
Nice
H2O.
water shot. Thank you, everybody. Good night or good morning, whatever.
Good night.